We have all the provisions we need for hopefully getting a successful Leviathan kill. Let's see if the gods are on our side on this one. This is our first time going in a prepared fashion. Wow, we did not scout very much. Okay, I think we're gonna go to this watchtower, just to figure out what we're dealing with. Wait, actually, so I want to check something. So after we go here, if we want to go, yeah, okay, there's a fair amount of choice that we have, so it is useful. This is it. This is the new map, Sam. This is the Shroud. It looks pretty awesome, if you ask me. The every time you run over one of these things, the tentacles like return to the sea. Presumably the tentacles of the Leviathan that we are about to get murdered by.
Only by its unsettling awfulness.
Okay, do we have... We already missed the creature den. Oh my gosh. Like, one of these two is the creature den. Feels bad, man. Feels bad indeed. I think we have a decent bankroll, so that hospital's looking pretty good. Oh, missed driving on that one. Oh, the tentacles retracting is just so... it's so awesome. No, you cannot fall off. It has the same stuff going on. Ooh, very nice. I will take all of that. Now, do I actually have a bunch of money? I do actually have a bunch of money. How is our inventory already full? What have I done? Holy cow. I'm hanging on to those for the moment. The tea service, we're in region 4 of 4. I think it's too late for the tea service, so I'm going to let it go. But I'm very tempted by the hospital. We grab the hospital, we grab that, yeah. It's Leviathan or bust, baby. Leviathan or bust. I generally feel like, as weird as it sounds, there's a way that they could make the narrative that these enemies are weak to fire and have low fire resistance. I think it needs to be that way just from a balance perspective. All right, no diseases. And I just kind of want to get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think I'm just going to go... Am I going to go deep here? Nah, let's make sure we buy a bit of laudanum first. But then... I am going to clear us out a bit more. I don't care if you don't eat slime mold. Alright, we're broke. But we're better than we were before. Is what I'm going to tell myself. And money comes easy. Or something. Wait till you see the new bosses, Sam. Or the new enemies. They're so cool. Watch, this is going to be a pillager fight. Yep. Kind of knew it. Alright.
A promising development.
Ooh, there we go. The shroud is a little brighter than other ones, so we're gonna see a ton of ordained enemies now. So hang on to your pantaloons, as it were. Also, the music is very jaunty. Let me crank it for a second here. Yeah, I really like the new music. It's pretty sweet. Alright, we've already won. Could we get anything out of this? No, not really. And we no longer fear the ambush, because we cannot be moved by hook or by crook. Yeah, it's very Pirates of the Caribbean. It's got like a little bit of accordion mixed in there. It is a good one, to say the least. Alright, it's the same either way. I guess we get a little bit of food and a little bit of other goodies.
Wealth is worthless without purpose.
Something. Goodbye, Deathcap spores. Alright, we're almost to the Leviathan. Quite the build-up. I hope it goes smoothly. Like, if we end up getting killed by the Leviathan again, it's gonna be really frustrating because I want to move on to the next end boss, and the only way that we do that is if we beat the Chains of Denial, which the chains could also kill us. Such a thing is possible, but we have a pretty good track record with the chains.
Your path lies through them, and so they must fall.
Wait, everyone agrees we're not going to fight them? Come on, game. All right, we're gonna get ambushed by cultists. Hey, Richard. Welcome. I don't know if I agree with that entirely. I don't think that it is impossible to lose to the chains if you know what you're doing. I have probably like a 90% win rate, but I've had a few losses, and I would argue that you can get some bad RNG, you can get some nasty stuns. There's a lot of things that can happen that can really put you on your back foot with the chains. But yes, for the most part, if you know what you're doing, you're going to do very well. Those breakpoints are very unfortunate.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable
Front mortar? It's always front mortar. Oh, she heals up anyways. Oh, timing is a little bad here. That's a very specific way to kill the chains, Richard. I agree with you that is a winning combination, but I think there are plenty of other ways to win that do not involve that specific combination. But yes, that's a good one. You're already friends with everybody, right? Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't. We're not gonna get a stress heal. We could get a regular heal here, though. So I'm gonna stall this out for a second. Let him die of natural causes incredibly quickly.
an invariable result.
Yes. So Richard, that is one thing that I push myself very hard to do, is to play lots of unconventional non-meta comps, because the game for me gets a little stale if I'm always doing the same thing. And I think there are so many winning strategies. And I do think that they've done a good job balancing around them. Some characters are definitely weaker than others, for sure. But, all right, we at least get a real Cove fight here. But yes, I think this is going to be...
The change.
The captain is back again.
Rotting timbers.
Wow, there's... The ordained enemies are super fast. This is a new thing. Oh, well, that's a shame. Yeah, I've been level 50 for a long time, and for me it keeps it fresh. Wow, that was with weakness as a side note. That feels pretty good. I think we're gonna have a hard time killing that little baby before it hatches, but oh, that's a step in the right direction, getting that lucky proc. I do love the way Slice Off interacts with Slice Off, where you get the strength of the vulnerable and then it refreshes it. It's a good It's a good combo, to be sure. Ooh, yeah. The baby is not... We're not even going to see round 3 on this one, which is nice. And then I don't want to waste this crit token, so I'm gonna slow roll it. Whoa. Dude. That was spicy. 35 with a dagger, not bad. Ah, so it's the character paths. I'll show you one in just a moment, Richard. Sorry, one moment here. So when characters are generated, they now have a potential for having a path. The default path is called Wanderer, and I believe Boudica is... No, she's an apprentice, which means she had one skill upgraded. It is random, and it happens at the beginning of every run. So, for instance, Audrey is a grave robber, which means that she has increased range damage, decreased melee damage, increased ranged crit. Then a Wanderer like this has nothing special about them. The Alchemist has increased chance to blight, so on and so forth. So it pushes you to use different characters because they are... there's a bunch of different, like, unique character combinations, and it can really adjust the power of characters substantially. So, yeah, paths have been a real game changer. Oh, I hate that they're so fast and they're doing so many terrible things. All right, all hands on deck was a buff of some sort, a speed buff, and crit for some. Interesting. Okay. I think that probably means that crit doesn't happen, which is nice. This stun was a little annoying. We'll get the taunt off here though, which will smooth over next round when they're all speedy and whatnot. Yeah, so Barristan has two different builds. The Sergeant, that's very focused on, like, adding resist to the rest of the team, and then the Bulwark that doubles riposte damage. It's so much fun. Gee willikers. That's a lot of damage. She got heals, though. Oh, we're so close to the Leviathan. Oh my gosh, I didn't change our equipment before this, did I? Oh my. That's a mistake. We want to go in as close to full as possible. We still have a decent number of... Did she just missed that? Oh, that's bad. All right, we're going to have to stall this out a little longer. Okay. Yeah, we need to stall it out because I need everyone at full hit points for the Leviathan. Yeah, I'm excited about the second chapter too. I hope we get there. I think we will. Okay, we're already... I guess we do finish the fight here. Oh, we don't finish the fight, which is nice because we get the heal now. Oh, and it's a crit? Alright. The game wants us to maybe do okay here. Okay. The Carved Bodkin was if bleeding, extra action. I think this plays well with Ruin. We have the extra bleed dealt and received. We also have the Seaman's Boots. When moving, 20% chance to defend. Alright. Here goes nothing. This Leviathan has been ruinous to us every time here. Okay, yep. All the blinds come in. All the blinds. Yes, yes it does. And this thing does a big AoE every turn. Yep. That's a lot of AoE, even at our current state of things. Alright, not having that blind land was huge for us. Here comes the hand. This thing pulls you under. Are you serious? Alright, well, we just learned the hard way that we are not protected from the undertow by that, and it's shuffling us now, which is supposed to be impossible. I'd like to file a formal complaint. This thing is ridiculous. This is so much harder than any of the other bosses. I just want to say that. Like, this thing is crazy at 155 HP. With the blinds and the debuffs and stuff, it's just bananas. Like, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? The fact that we're critting on every one of these is kind of awesome, but oh, that's disappointing. The blinds are not doing us any favors. You back for pirouette yet? Oh, you have to be kidding me. That's so annoying. I didn't think she could. I thought it only took the person in the front. Like, this is really bad.
The slow suffering begins.
Oh my god. This fight is ridiculous. Come on! like actually, what the hell? Like, this is stupid. Holy cow. Actually insane. It's only hitting for 8. Oh my gosh.
Well
done. The boss is perfectly balanced. And everybody gets blinded, so it's like, even though I have pirouette, what am I going to do? Or I don't even have pirouette, so I have to pass again, because I didn't realize that it could shuffle us when we're not allowed to be shuffled. Oh my word. The salt is real. This fight is stupid. And of course it still has 33% death blow, so it's just going to hang around and like keep absolutely vomiting all over us. So we resisted that before. I just want to point out. Oh, it's like sinking. Interesting. Alright, the Leviathan is no more, but that fight is ridiculous. Yes, Sam, that was the lair boss. And it's just stupid. I need to provide some feedback. Our party is very strong, and that was absolutely a freaking nightmare. I bought some laudanum, right, for cleaning up after this fight? Yeah. That fight doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, it should give 5 mastery, among other things. So this, 100% bleeds dealt and received. Kind of interesting for the final fight. I could see a world in which this is very powerful. But yeah, the AoE blind is just broken. Like I don't think that was necessary. Was that fight too easy before? I don't know, but I'm curious. I want to go to the Hoarder. We might be able to get some trinkets, but we are still in need of a lot of stuff. And then I'm going to take a right because I want to get the healing going quickly. Oh yeah, so this is 20% damage. Audrey, you're doing 20% damage here. This one is just more flexible. You're getting 25 for that. Yeah, I'll just do that. And then I'm going to get rid of that and get rid of that. I guess we could have put more damage trinkets here. If bleeding, extra action. I don't know how we're going to use that. I like the Seaman's Boots. We're not going to use them. But for a shuffle comp, they're pretty cool. All right. Let's get back on the road. Yeah. I'm very, very much struggling with the design on that boss. And also, I know we resisted getting pulled under with move resist, and so immobilize should neutralize it, I feel like. That seems very reasonable to me. Also, it's like, it is so punishing to low health bosses, or to low health characters. Like, it's absolutely baffling. Like, those, like, an AoE attack that's hitting for 13 is just like, it raises more questions than it answers. Please give me the blind? Nope. Ah, yeah, I did. I got the blind. Nice. 2 to 4, it's not worth going that way with it. 142 blight resist. All right, I don't think we're getting that either way. So we're just gonna have to rely on the heart of the cards on this one. 40% resistance across the board. How does that change things? So I guess stun becomes very interesting. Thank you for going back and checking Avatal, by the way. That is very helpful to everyone. So yeah, well, I mean, 40 is high though. Oh shoot. I thought I was on this path. I got on the wrong path there. I wanted to go to the resistance encounter, not to this thing. Oh well. We'll hopefully get some torchlight. Ooh, okay, which of you two is more able to... Alright, you can... Well, at least we get some positive with this one. Ah, we're just spending. We're spending to make money here. Alright. I'll take my time at the desert. I will leave the whiskey bottle. Okay, so because we went this way, did we open up anything interesting? We can pick up the mastery. We don't really need any more mastery, so I'd rather do the fight, honestly, and getting Sarmenti down a little bit is probably not the worst thing in the world. More fights, I think, is better than picking up a mastery. We have all of our current abilities that we're using upgraded. So the side note, with the exception of maybe some, like, trinket substitutions, like, we're at max power, at least for this comp. Everybody's ordained. Okay. The thing about ordained that is actually the scariest from my perspective is the speed buff is quite scary. get the taunt up. I don't really need to use Laudanum on Audrey because she'll be able to heal up with her Grave Robber magic. Yeah, so once you get to the final zone, basically everyone is ordained, and there's a sound effect every time an ordained thing has an action, which I find rather humorous, because it means that that ordained sound effect is happening, like, just constantly. They're gonna have a bad time here. I think we're, yeah, given how dominant we are in these fights, that's the thing about the Leviathan being that brutal that I don't get. And I will say, there's no... Oh my gosh, we're getting... Which one was this? This is, if relics greater than 35, apply blind on hit. That's actually pretty decent. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to pivot away from the crit build on Paracelsus. I think the only reason we won against the Leviathan was because we had gone crit build. I wanted to kind of hang on to this because I think it's cool to hang on to the stuff that we got from there, but, you know, like, that's why I'm hanging on to this, but I don't think we do. So, like, this I could see being really good on Paracelsus, so maybe we hang on to it. That and speed, though, I don't think that's a great combination for them. What are our current combat items? You're rocking bandages. I don't think that's doing us much good at all. So we'll do that, and you can just use it up. All right. The Beck and Call. It's definitely not this team. I could see a team where that works, where you're like, I'm going to build, you know, a Berserker Hellion with a soloist Jester and a Highwayman and maybe like a Ritualist? I don't know. Do I want to damage 2 relationships here? The 2 good ones. I want to see more fights. How much damage did that do? I hate that you can't check it right after. I wish it would tell you specifically how many. Oh, good. Oh, goody. Fully ordained. Oh, wait, this guy's different. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't notice that. Tell me your secrets, the Hull Keeper. Okay. The Hull Keeper looks scary. Riptide, okay. This is like the new Squiffy Ghast, we presume. Don't like that Boudica got immediately stunned. I'd love to keep this guy around, but I think that would be bad for business. Yeah, 100%. They were like, you know, it'd be fun. Let's recreate pelagic Guardians from the original game. It'll be hilarious. They're putting out a ton of damage, though. Let's keep that under control. So let's see, you're not dead. You are not dead. You are not dead. Let's get these two. Let's get these 2 dead. As much as I want to see the other things that the Hull Keeper does. Let's get invisible and let's get healed up. He has Death's Door, so we'll get to see one more thing that he does. Heave ho. Little stabby stab. So I guess before he dies, we've seen everything but one thing. It seems like Riptide is the scary one, because of barnacles, which just basically disincentivizes moving. Goodbye, Hullkeeper. This guy's one-off lethal, as is tradition. I want to do a heal on Sarmenti, but I don't want to leave this guy around. I was gonna say I'll risk it for one. That is so much damage. He's totally the grouper. He's the and yeah, the round 3 or whatever blind is just, it's spectacularly annoying. This is an area wide thing. Movement and stun at 200, but he had no... Yeah, oh, movement and stun at 200. Okay. Thank you for that. I missed that part of the message, Avatal. But yeah, okay. So movement and stun it. So you're not going to be able to stun him, which wouldn't make a difference anyways because he's attacking like 100 times per second. But... Okay, good. So finally some runaway goodness. I was worried that this group, like, you think of water enemies as generally being, oh, this is our first altitude change, I think, on the Cove. You think of water enemies as generally being fire resistant, not susceptible, since you know, reasons and whatnot. But that's interesting. So let's see. What trinkets are we looking for? I wouldn't mind the crit trinket. Oh, nice. We get Decker. We get Decker. That's a good start. We get 2 astronauts and Decker. I love the astronauts. It's pretty genius. Wait, seriously, I can't... So annoying that I can't indiscriminate science here to remove the dazed. Like, there's so much space for, like, good play that I feel like I miss out on because of that design. We're gonna slice off into Howling End, I think, if we get the vulnerable. Yeah. Yeah, Make Way doesn't hit too terribly hard. Shame we're not going to have a corpse to feed. Oh, we will by the time. Well, she's going to need it, because she's getting absolutely wailed on right now. Yeah, I can see that. I can get down with that. Oh my gosh, they're really going hard on her. It's frustrating. You're 2. Okay, so let's hope that this gets the kill, which will give her a corpse to cannibalize. There we go. Much better. Dead of Night is a very strong ability, for sure. Oh, I wish I had Pirouette right now. Right. Ah, I love the Shroud enemies. Getting used to calling it the Shroud though is gonna be a challenge. In my head, this is the Cove. Alright, we're at 24-25. Hitting up the Hoarder is going to be extra good for business. Oh my gosh, I feel like they're tearing our relationships apart right now, unfortunately. Ah! Oh no. It's endless babies. It's endless creepy babies. Creepy cabin boys. Have we seen all of their abilities, I wonder? Yeah, so they just have spawning ground. Oh, spawning ground. So they can create disease. Interesting. They don't leave a corpse though, which is good. And they can't do their transformation on turn 1. This fight is hilarious. It's just like a bunch of weird astronaut crib alien things. There's a little bit of the taste of madness. Wait, why in round 2 are we getting the fog? Oh, that was a terrible noise. That's weird. I feel like so I guess at any point you can get the fog and everybody gets blinded, which is just great. Well, he could have gotten blinded too. Wouldn't have complained about it. Okay, at least we got the taunt up, so he should just be hitting into Boudica, who is a brick wall. Okay. Those astronauts do not have a lot of hit points, which I think makes sense because they look so incredibly fragile. Oh, leather strop. Oh, +1 duration on bleeds is very interesting. That's a new kind of trinket we have not seen before. Very interesting. Let's see, we're doing okay on food. I don't think stealth is that important in the final fight for us. The spore grenade I do kind of want to hang on to. Have I used up any, oh, I can just put this here. Cool. Alright, good enough. And we don't need the hospital because we've already done the work that we would have done there. Although as soon as we drive past it, guarantee this road fight gives us a disease. Because that's just the way it is. Okay, so wait, I had an epiphany a long time ago, which is that I should put Encore on here because I'm not going to use it. And then I also was like, bleed out is better here. It's a shame I didn't make those changes sooner. Because those are smart changes that basically don't affect anything, but mean that we have a lot more advantage potentially.
Empty of hope and humanity.
They are speedy. So I think we can zero her out right off with the Audrey. That's 17. This is 27. Since they're speedy, I just want her gone. Protect the child is okay. Bleed resist there. Very disappointing. I don't know if that... 2 stress seems like a lot for that ability. So this is interesting. So I'm going to pirouette, which gets the kill, but then the second move is going to be lost to the daze and go to the end of it, which I don't think is a huge deal, but it's obviously less effective. I kind of want to take my time and see if I can get another stress pip, but Oh, little stress heal? 1 point stress heal. Oh. Alright. They're giving me the goods. I can't complain.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Alright, we have more baubles than we know what to do with. Leave the rest. Yeah, we're going into this this hoarder with 232 baubles and 96 relics. That's potentially a new record. Oh, and this is cool. This little island that we're riding over. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have better than stale bread given our current bankroll. That might be a slightly risky one since we have definitely not gotten enough food places, but okay. Reverberating Redoubt is an easy lock-in. Yeah, we'll grab that. No reason not to. More healing solve is more healing solve. We'll grab that. We'll grab the speed bag. Now, we have the strop, which we are not interested in. We're taking a hit on max HP on Boudica, but that's fine. Alright, I think that's it. So Boudica is getting the Reverberating Redoubt, our favorite relic, without question, in the entire game. And then maybe... I know this is weird, but getting you up to 30 hit points... We've had so many cases where Paracelsus's hit points have just failed us. I'm going for this as the conservative approach. So, oh, looks like we're gonna have a cultist fight. For those who have watched a fair number of my runs, I have a tendency to go for like speed runs on the final lock. I'm gonna choose to play more conservatively this time around. Wow, they're so fast. Because I want to get the win. I want to get the W. They're not even hastened. Can we talk about that? I think better to go that way with this one. Yes, they're not ordained. The speed buff of ordained is the scariest part of ordained, in my opinion.
A slow dissection.
Now, I hate that we didn't get the...
Unavoidable end.
Hate that we didn't get the bleed here. Free actions. Love me free actions.
Messy, but effective.
More blight on the back line. Encore is such a flexible ability. Oh, I love the way when they get hit, they gas out through their like weird creepy port things.
Subtractions.
So cool.
Variable result.
And that's all she wrote. Alright, onward and upward. The mastery is not interesting for us on this one. Oh, 2 of these ones. So these are super fragile. Wait, is it seriously going to buff itself and then act 2? Come on. That's a little much. That's a little fast. I want to get the taunt up because we already took a big hit here. The shroud enemies are definitely a little lighter on hit points, They seem to die quite quickly. That's just silly. I wonder if they fixed the reset on consumable use. Seriously, 4 actions before we get to do anything from the fish mongrels. It's a little crazy. Like this is a lot. Turtle people? They do seem like a weird mix. I will give that to you. They also, yeah, they can't hit the front row, which makes taunting them quite a bit less effective for obvious reasons. That's an interesting dynamic that I hadn't clicked with me. Smart design.
Another impediment cleared with impunity.
Okay. Yeah, double fish mongrel is rough. I'm not gonna bother. We're about to have a bunch of cultist fights.
Recognize your disadvantage and accept it.
We'll take the glimmers of hope. We can use them in the fight before the final fight. Let's see. Get rid of the fishing net, please. Thank you. So, I would have assumed that these tentacles are the Leviathan's tentacles, but we killed the Leviathan. So, it would be kind of cool if the tentacles didn't show up after you killed the Leviathan. One more fight. The cultist ambush. Oh, and they're hastened too. What did I just say about speed? Like, it is legit scary when the setup that you have going is just like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to endure 4 attacks before you get a single action. That's intense. I was hoping for better. Okay, that's an easy howling end on the one that's bleeding. That's easily the worst howling end I think I've ever had. Holy cow. Wow. I guess they are all ordained, aren't they? So they have a ton of hit points. Yeah, they do. All right, fair enough. You live and you learn. How did Boudica roll before all of these? Oh wait, does that mean that in the 2 fights before the end, we're gonna have to deal with ordained deacons and ordained cardinals? Oh, please no. Can we skip that? Doesn't sound like very much fun to me. That actually sounds way more terrifying than the lockets. Oh my gosh, the blinds. The extra actions though are doing work. More mini boss fights. It does seem like part of their design is the whole thing is mini boss fights after. There's no point in using up the blind here. Let's go for encore and let's double play grenade the back line. I want to get rid of these mini me's. Oh, double crit. And clarifying coronet. If the locks were ordained, yeah, that sounds like exactly what I think would be happening.
Excellent work.
Okay, 26 crit feels pretty good. Do you still have 5% death store? Yes, you do. Alright, let's roll the dice on this one. The blind meant it wasn't necessarily going to happen. Oh, the wrong one went first. That's unfortunate. So we're going to go for the heal here. There we go. Oh, the heals are so much smaller now. I mean, that's obvious, but like the max HP, you really feel the heal difference.
Straightforward and effective.
Yeah, oh, and also the Leviathan being able to shuffle people using that grab is very very tricky. Stirring Snuff. Do I want a Stirring Snuff? I don't think there's a space for it. It would probably be for Audrey. I think 20% damage is better than 15% chance of a strength token. Makes her more reliable this way.
The familiar hearth crackles inviting thee once again.
Daredevil is good. Head injury is very annoying. Ascetic is fine. Okay. What does the Provisioner have for us for goodies? Oh, another pair of the Seaman's Boots. Galvanizing Goblet. We're healing every turn, so I think Reverberating Redoubt is still better. We're mainly looking for a trinket for our Plague Doctor. The Guarding Gauntlets might not be terrible. Maybe the Sneaker Standard, actually. Just less incoming damage that way. Ah, Station House. Minus 50% Stagecoach upgrade prices. Great. Just what I wanted. Ooh, I like the fact that they crossed them out now, though. That's where we're going. Yeah, so the innkeeper is the same always. I thought there was maybe going to be a different innkeeper for each one. All right, let's just do this. Oh, wait, you can't use 2 roast pigs, though. Oh, interesting. Okay, I expected you would be able to use 2 roast pigs. Let's get our last relationship going. Sarmenti and Boudica? Yeah. I really thought you could use multiple roast pigs, but no. You can do 1 food and you can do 1 roast pig. Was there more food in here? Ugh, only stale bread. 2, 3. Alright, so it's gonna be that, and that. Now can we do another one? Nope. That's a forever problem. Okay, we'll put that there. Yeah, I think the Sneaky Standard is better than the Clarifying Cornet. The Cruel Intent would be best for if we were like super confident and definitely knew we were gonna win. So for the final fight, I don't think we're gonna use Bloodlust. I think we're keeping things pretty much the same. We might swap out Iron Swan for something. I mean, Adrenaline Rush is like the... We become unkillable if we Adrenaline Rush. Basically. Like, we could probably solo the Lockets with Adrenaline Rush with Boudica with her current setup. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do that, and then... Cause of Death can do some serious damage. I think we're going to pick up Incision, though, just in case things go horribly wrong. And then also pick to the face, I think, for the same reason. Because she became unusable in position 1, and we need that not to be the case anymore. Alright, well, we can't use the pig. We've got plenty of healing salve. And I think it's time to get on with it. Wainwright,
Planning and mindfulness.
we could...
Vital to survival is sharpened steel.
We could... The complete catalog is so good. But how much are we relying on the lack of shuffle? We're kind of not. I mean, this would be the switch. Because this doesn't do us much good in the final. Hey, Catspoons, I killed the new lair boss. So that happened. Yeah, I'm going to swap these, and I'm going to go back to...
Meet each challenge.
I'm going to go back to a shuffle comp for the end. It took me 3 tries. The first 2, I threw myself at it right away. But hopefully we're about to go kill the locket. Or the Chains of Denial, and then we will be on to the Chains of Resentment. But I think it's time to go.